the 10,000-year ginseng, a specialty good from Shanhaijing. I think I've always been pronouncing it Shanghai-jing, but it's Shanhaijing. Had been smuggled somewhere off campus. This was... Kokona's event? Yes. Yes, it was Kokona's event. Anyway, hello everybody. We are back. Since I've caught up, since I've finally caught up, with all the content, it is now time to do live events. So, that's what we're doing today. There's a plant that grows only in Shanhaijing, 10,000-year ginseng. Because it's so hard to grow, its distribution and use are strictly controlled. An export of the ginseng is forbidden. But rumor has it that the Black Tortoise Promenade has been smuggling 10,000-year ginseng off campus. Shanhaijing's equivalent to a student council is known as Ginryuman. The president, Ryuge Kisaki, named the Black Tortoise Promenade as the culprit. The 10,000-year ginseng is rare, even in Shanhaijing. Nobody can harvest it without our permission. For a rare specialty such as this to be shipped outside of Shanhaijing without our express approval, unthinkable. Ginryuman cannot let this go unpunished. The Black Tortoise Promenade must answer for it. The Black Tortoise Promenade's leader, Akashiro Rumi, requested the help of Shale's sensei in order to prove the Promenade's innocence. I have let's say, a request, or a commission. The Black Tortoise Promenade needs your help. However, the culprit smuggling the 10,000-year ginseng was revealed as none other than an officer of the Ryuman itself. I needed your position. And to get it, I needed money. I heard about someone outside Shanhaijing who wanted to get their hands on some 10,000-year ginseng. Outsider who bought the illicit ginseng from Ginryuman officer was a Shanhaijing exile who had been ousted for distributing illegal drugs and elixirs. It was none other than one of the 7 prisoners, Shintani Kai. Little matter. I already gathered enough ginseng to finish my latest concoction. Still, I'm disappointed that I didn't get to collect more data. But why are we in Red Winter? No, you can't. Omoe. If you build a dam on the Pudding River, it'll stop the flow of pudding, and no one will be able to eat it. But the Castella, strawberry milk, and banana eclairs... Shirano, are you still asleep? She's always so adorable when she's sleeping. It's time to get up, Shirano. Oh, I guess it's Shirano. Huh? Tomoe? What's going on? I told you not to wake me up during nap time. I'm afraid your scheduled nap is over. What? Already? Alright. In that case, I'll be extending my nap time today. Wake me up in 5 minutes, Tomoe. But, Great Leader Chirano, we just received some very important documents for your eyes only. Documents? You can handle those, Tomoe. Unless there's been another attempt at a coup d'etat? Not quite. We've received a missive from the Shanhaijing Academy Student Council. Shanhaijing Academy? Oh, it must be a request for an exchange meeting. I'll allow it. It's the perfect opportunity for me to show off my grand generosity. I expect it will be quite the undertaking for students of Shanghai Jing to travel all the way to Red Winter. I don't think it's going to be them coming to us. On the contrary, great leader Chirno, we were invited to visit them. What? You mean we have to leave Red Winter to travel to Shanghai Jing? I believe so. What a pain. Think about it this way, Chirno. It's the perfect excuse for a trip. A trip? I see. I understand. Very well. I will personally accept this request and ensure this exchange meeting with Shanghai Jing is a rousing success. I would expect nothing less from our great leader. I do not doubt that your dignified countenance will serve as a model for us all. Of course. After all, I am Red Winter's Student Council President, Chief Beautification Officer, Main Secretary, Chief of Sanitation, Athletics Club Captain, Head of all Prefects, Chief of Sanitation, and Maven of Meal Service. Most recently, I was selected as this month's most excellent pudding gourmet, and even the director of Castella Production. As you say, great leader Chirno. But Tomoe, I have a query. What is it? This Shanghai Jing place. Where exactly is it? Okay. Okay, I've got a number of those students, so we should be fine. Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna do some of the quests off screen, and then we'll get into the story, because I just need to use up some of my stamina. Okay, so we're back, and as you can see, we went through that pretty easily, and then the server reset happened, so now I've got too many resources. So let's just get into the story. The president is coming. Thank you for responding to our summons on such short notice, Sensei. Something told me I shouldn't ignore this matter. Is that so? I wasn't aware our message was different from any other we send. But back to the point. The reason I called you here is because I must ask a favor of you in the name of Genryuman. As you may have surmised, this isn't a personal matter. It is a formal request issued from the president of Genryuman to Shale's Sensei. Shanghai Jing will have an exchange meeting with Red Winter in the near future. So she really was serious about that. I'm sure the president has her reasons. We are in the presence of the president. Hold your tongues. It didn't seem like we can speak freely here. I anticipated this. I have no choice. Sensei, please join me in my office. Madam, please reconsider. To invite an outsider into the Rikagaku is... Yes, doing such a thing violates the very foundations of our tradition and authority. It could even threaten the safety and closely... What? It could even threaten the safety and closely guarded secrets of Ginryumon. Yet I sense more than concern in your words. Are you implying that Shale-sensei is a complete outsider? If that is indeed your intention, then upon what authority are you making such claims? That's... We have already received Sensei's help with the 10,000-year Gensig incident. That much is a matter of record. Furthermore, repaying an act of kindness is one of Shen Haijing's storied traditions, is it not? Please forgive our impudence. We are humbled by your wisdom. Please follow me inside, Sensei. Yes. About that. I will personally escort Sensei inside. You may be at ease, Mina. Madam President? Are they discussing something beyond even the executive officer? What kind of top-secret information is being traded in this meeting with the Red Winter? We shall take our leave then. None will cross our line of protection. Madam? Madam? Shall we? I apologize for the less than satisfactory reception, Sensei. It would please me to know your heart is at ease. That's fine, but, what's the scent in this room? Why would you ask? That's kind of weird. You notice that? The Eastern Alchemy Society insisted that I use this particular incense. You noticed that? The Eastern Alchemy Society insisted that I use this particular incense. I am told that it is a medicinal scent that calms the nerves and aids the body's healing cycle. But I can't be certain of its efficacy. If it bothers you, Sensei, I would be happy to extinguish it. No, that's alright, it smells fine. I see. Then I am relieved. Now, I'd like to cut to the chase, if you don't mind. I guess there was no need for the preamble. Of course you'd say, of course. As you know, I would like to discuss my thoughts about this exchange meeting with the Red Winter Federal Academy. Can you just, hold an exchange meeting? Oh, wait, what? Oh, I wasn't asking. You can just hold an exchange meeting, can't you? Yes, that would make the most sense. Yet, it is also not entirely accepted here in Shen Haijing. What I mean is... Let me put it this way. In the past, Shen Haijing had little to no interactions with other schools. Really? Yes. The reason it doesn't cause unease is mostly due to the fact that outsiders are allowed entry through the Black Tortoise Promenade. However, that only means that no one actively prevents any outsiders from visiting Shen Haijing. This exchange meeting, well, an invitation for an outside academy to visit Shen Haijing, is historic in its rarity. Is there a reason you avoided contact with the outside? There is no grand reason. We only wish to minimize any disruptions to Shen Haijing's history and traditions. Tomoe, what's Shen Haijing known for? What kind of place is it? Well, it's a mysterious place about which we have more questions than answers. But if one thing is certain, food from the Black Tortoise Promenade is to die for. I see. Good. We are already off to a great start. Anything else? Well, this isn't as certain as the Black Tortoise Promenade's food, but if rumors are any indication, you and Shen Haijing's student council president would get along well. Really? I wonder what kind of person she is. I'm already looking forward to our meeting. In that regard, I must admit I agree with Rumi. Tradition means customs that are worthy of being preserved. At the same time, rigidly adhering to tradition can't always be the right direction. But considering your position, you can't just say that, can you? What a blessing it is to have a friend who understands me so well. Please don't misunderstand. Mina is an incredibly capable person in her area of expertise. And every student of Ginryumon is doing what is expected of them. Still, everyone really does their best every day. What a blessing it is to have a friend who understands me so well. To return to the matter at hand, I want Shanghai Jing to understand something. There's another world outside of our own. A world full of things beyond our wildest imaginations. If we work only to preserve what we have, we risk one day losing the very thing we fought so hard to protect. That's why Ginryumon invited Red Winter to an exchange meeting. Perhaps if I had, things would have gone more smoothly. What do I mean? Here, take another look at the message. Yes, indeed. It was signed not as Ginryumon, but as the president of Ginryumon. Do you understand the difference that makes? I don't get it. I see. I guess that is one more thing for me to enjoy. It's alright. Seeing your expression just now made it all worth it. You're always a great help to me. Anyway, Ginryumon itself, to be frank, is uncomfortable with this exchange meeting. The lack of any such experience in this The lack of any such experience is the largest factor. Others may want to retain a more aloof about the entire exchange meeting. As for the lack of experience, I am no different from the rest of Ginryumon. Ginryumon has always belonged to Ginryumon alone. The same can be said about its president. Do you think Shanghai Jing is colder or warmer than Red Winter? It'd be rather difficult to find an academy colder than Red Winter. Cheerno, I mean, Great Leader? Yes, Great Leader Cheerno. Red Winter is the strongest and greatest, much like its climate. No student from Shanghai Jing will scoff at Red Winter once they have a taste of our weather. I knew it. Of course, I'd expect nothing less of the academy of the Great Cheerno. Oh, wait, what if there's a coup d'etat while I'm gone? There's no need to worry about that, Great Leader. Cheerno. A coup d'etat could not happen while there's no president to overthrow. I mean, that certainly is one opinion. Without a target for their ire, a coup d'etat would be impossible. Ah, of course. You're speaking a lot of sense today, Chairman Marina. Keep it up, and it won't be long before I pin the first-class mustached labor medal on your chest. Thank you, President. I, Marina, will do my best to be more loyal to you. Even if there's a coup d'etat, it shouldn't be too difficult to reinstate Cheerno. We have plenty of experience with that. No kidding. It's a weekly occurrence. I understand the situation, Kisaki. So it's my job to make you to help you make the exchange meeting success. What the hell? So it is my job to help make the meeting. I still can't read. Oh my god. So my job is to help you make the exchange meeting a success, right? Yes. Just as I did with the 10,000-year Ginsig incident, I must rely on you. As an educator, do you think it's good for students to ask for help? That's a refreshing perspective. I'll make note of it. And, I suppose, that means I can put you to work as much as I'd like. Can you go easy on me? No need to worry. I only ask of you to do what is within the realm of reasonable. I mean, what is reasonable for Shanghai Jing, of course. Mercy. Okay. So, there don't seem to be any big stakes yet. So I'm wondering how this story will play out. I mean, it's a diplomatic mission, so that's good. I support it. Oh, also, the theme for this event, absolute fire. Whoa. So this is Shanghai Jing. It's just like my research said it would be. Tomoe, look over there! The roof! It's so interesting. Those must be the students from the rumors. I've heard all about them, but I never thought I would see them in person. Why does it feel like people are watching us? I'm certain they're all inescapably impressed by your aura, great leader. It's to be expected. You think so? I sense a shift somewhere. I see. Perhaps it would be wise to prepare ourselves in a different way. A report, madam. We have received word that our visitors from the Red Winter Federal Academy have just arrived at the front gates. I see. I've said this many times already, but I will say it again. This exchange meeting will be a meaningful event to both Shanghai Jing and Red Winter. I expect all of you to greet and treat them with all due decorum. As you say, madam. We will carve into our hearts the very gravity of the occasion. Good. I shall then make my first command for this exchange meeting between Shanghai Jing and Red Winter. Be sure to give our guests a proper Ginryuman greeting. As you command, madam. We swear that no shame will come to your name or reputation. Quinn seems a little tense. So it begins, Madam President. Yes, it has. Sensei, come over here, please. I approached Kisaki as she asked. I have a request to make of you. The girls who just left, would you keep an eye on them? It's not that I don't trust them, it's just... consider it my own needless concern. Madam President? If you need help, perhaps I could be of assistance instead of Sensei. If I entrust this to Mina, there's a remote chance she may make things worse. She does take things... enthusiastically. You have a more important job, do you not? What? A more important job? I'm referring to your duty to protect Ginryuman's own president. Of course! You can count on me, Madam President. As long as I breathe, no one will be allowed to lay a finger on you. I have no doubt. I know I can count on you. Madam. Hope nothing bad happens. Madam clearly instructed them to give a proper Ginryuman greeting. It must mean that, right? They're going to assume that they're going to attack. Like, when they said that, I was like, you know what? They're going to misunderstand this. I know what's going to happen. And, obviously, what else could it mean? I hope they're ready. We'll show them how we do things in Shanghai Jing. We need to put Madam's first exchange meeting command into action. We can't disappoint her. Let's go. Interrogation log 092H8. Interrogator, anonymous Genryumon member. Suspect for investigation, Red Winter Federal Academy, 3rd year, Rinkawa, Cherno. Name. No, wait. Where's Marina? Tomoe? Where did everyone go? I was told this was a trip. I mean, an exchange meeting. So why... Oh, I see. This is a coup d'etat, isn't it? A trap? That's enough. I asked for your name. That's enough from you. I'm Red Winter Student Council President, Chief Beautification Officer, Main Secretary, Chief of Sanitation, Athletics Club Captain, Head of all Prefects, Chief of Sanitation, and Maven of Meal Service. More recently, I was selected as this month's Most Excellent Pudding Gourmet, and even the Director of Castilla Production. Well, that was... long, but I guess your name was in there somewhere, along with your affiliations. Why do you have so many roles? Actually, no. Never mind, let's move on. Any hobbies? How rude. I seem to remember Shen Haijing was the one who invited us to this exchange meeting. Red Winter will remember this. Why did you drag me here? We escorted you here because the president herself commanded it. She told us to give our guests a proper Genryumon greeting. What does that even mean? Oh boy. This looks really bad, doesn't it? Well, it's slightly better than, an assault. It's just interrogation, right? Excuse me? Kisaki? We have a situation. What is it, Sensei? Wait. I can tell by your expression and tone of voice that something is off. Tell me what's going on. I told Kisaki what I saw in the underground interrogation room. I see. Thank you, Sensei. My immediate concern is clearing up the confusion around this less than polite reception. I'll send someone to... On second thought, I'll deliver my instructions personally. That's probably a good idea. I wanted our visitors to be treated as honored guests, not criminals. That was close. I would have done the same thing and gone straight into interrogation. Sensei, come over here, please. I approached Kisaki, as she asked. I have another request to make of you. Okay. Yes, of course. I thank you. Having a friend that understands you so quickly is quite an amazing thing. Mina. Yes, Madam President? I trust that you would have handled things differently. Of course, madam. I would never make such laughable mistakes. Of course. Naturally, you wouldn't. The president was so calm, but I feel like I just got scolded. She must be furious right now. Oh no. Still, she said she would be gracious if I handled this problem properly. Yes, this is no time to dilly-dally. Treat them as honored guests. That's easy enough to understand. We can't let her down again. Let's go. How did things get worse? Out of an interrogation room and into prison? I'm not accustomed to the sights and sounds of a place like this, but... Wonder what's going on. Was the exchange meeting an invitation just to... was the exchange meeting invitation just an excuse to trap us? Could this be a plot by Shen Haijing's Dark Monarch? Silence. It would be wise of you to confess what dubious goals brought you to Shen Haijing. If you don't... Is that... What do you see, Chairman Marina? Even visitors from Red Winter must know what kind of animal this is. Behold, it is Shen Haijing's own panda. Tell us what you were plotting. or we'll take away this adorable baby panda's bamboo. You're evil. That baby panda did nothing to you. Let it go. To torment a panda, a sweet little bear cub like this, what kind of monsters are you? If you want to stop all this, all you have to do is confess. Look how happy it is with that bamboo. Just one little tug from me and... Q. No! Are things getting worse? Madam President! The exchange meeting is just getting started. Yes, you're right. I appreciate your well-timed advice. Mina? Yes, Madam President. I want you to personally inform them that the visitors from Red Winter should be treated as well as the president of Ginryumon herself. You mean... Hurry, time is short. As you command. There's something I would like to ask you, Sensei. Sure, anything. Do I speak in a confusing manner? Is it possible that my commands aren't being issued clearly? I don't think that's the case. Then do you know why it is our students seem to do this every time? Please. I just need them to listen. What is this? We were told this was an exchange meeting. Damn Shanghai Jing. Now, Chirino. I mean, great leader Chirino. You should be the very model of a bold, magnanimous mind. There should have been some minor misunderstandings, but I suspect they will be resolved any moment. I'm shocked at what you would consider minor, Chief Secretary Tomoe. How could they? And to a baby panda, no less. It's so heartless. Oh. One's expression can convey a myriad of meanings. As for any favors we might have gained as a result of this misunderstanding, we can save those for a rainy day. Oh, she's thinking ahead. For now, let us enjoy what Ginryumon of Shanghai Jing have offered as apology. I will admit, the Red Winter uniforms were starting to feel a little stuffy. Could you raise your arms for me, Chirino? The visitors from Red Winter are entering the Rikigaku. Did I say Rikigaku? Rikagaku. Rikagaku, yes. Everyone, please welcome our guests from Red Winter. Is this good? My shoulders, legs. Who are you? Sensei? What are you... Wait, don't you recognize me? Or did they put you through the ringer too, Sensei? No, that's not what I meant. I look so nice that you didn't recognize me? Well, that's confusing. You should be more direct when you talk to people. Now, Chairman Marina. This is just how Sensei offers compliments. It's like that outfit, that fancy outfit was made, well, I mean, it was. It was literally made for her. I can see you wearing that any time. Oh my. Thank you, Sensei. You know, I've been keeping an eye on you. Your talent for saying the right things at the right time would make you very good at stirring up the revolutionary spirit. Oh, I'm a threat. Okay. I do no such thing. I feel oddly jealous. Comrade, I'm here too. She's not wearing a mustache. This is a crime. The look suits you perfectly, Chirino. You really think so? As always, you have a good eye, Conrad. Huh? Where's the mustache? What? Tomoe? See? Told you. Perfect. You saw nothing, right, Tomoe? Saw what, great leader? Is the fake mustache a cultural thing in Red Winter? Thank goodness. This exchange meeting is the right direction. Right decision. We have much to learn about the world. Welcome to Shenhaijing. I would like to thank you again for accepting our invitation, great leader. Chirno of Red Winter, Chief Secretary Tomoe, and Chairman Marina. I'm the president of Shenhaijing's own student council, also known as Gunryumon. Ryuge Kisaki. So, I am guilty of committing an oopsie daisy. I finished this chapter, as well as the next one, not knowing I had somehow hit the keybind for pause recording. So, let's continue from here. It is a pleasure to meet you, Madam Kisaki. Okay, Chirno, this is your chance to show how dignified you are. Like I told you, no. Like how we practiced. Is it time? All right. I thank you for your grand welcome, Madam Kisaki. I am Red Winter's Students' Council President, Chief Beautification Officer, Main Secretary, Chief of Sanitation, Athletics Club Captain, Head of all Prefects, Chief of Sanitation, and Maven of Meal Service. More recently, I am this month's most excelling pudding gourmet and director of Castella Production. Chirno. An introduction that long is going to put her audience into a stupor. That comment about a grand welcome, clearly she's not going to let that go. Well, nothing can be done about it now. We were in the wrong. The silent battle has already begun, but I expected no less of someone your stature, great leader Chirno. How was that, Tomoe? I didn't do anything wrong, did I? Well done, Chirno. You surely showed them how dignified you are. Okay, like I said, I accidentally completed the next one because I thought that we were rolling and not paused. So let's do that one. Is it just me? Or do you hear some kind of metal instrument, Tomoe? My apologies if it is a jarring experience, great leader Chirno. What you are hearing is Shenhaijing's traditional musical. What's that? Madam Kisaki. A traditional musical play? I see. It has a very unique melody. It's almost painful to hear. Who are these people wearing those odd clothes? They are actors, in a sense. This musical features a long story told through a performance. We call this the Peking Opera in Shenhaijing. Peking Opera? The performance is about to start. I hope you enjoy. Smiles welcome spring. Tears darken the world. Life is a dream in springtime. A cuckoo calls in the mountains. Smoke rises beyond the lilies. The cloud stays within the embrace of the skies. Her voice, it's so high. She's using a special technique to project her voice even the furthest reaches of the performance space. What? She's using a special technique to project her voice to even the furthest reaches of the performance space. Why is she twirling her hand like that? She's spinning in place too. Every movement in Peking opera has a reason behind it. But describing each would be a poor way to experience it. But I can provide a few helpful tips. For instance, The whipping motion she is making, as if she has a horsewhip, suggests she is riding a horse to her destination. Spinning in place means they are making a long journey to their destination. If a character in armor appears with a flag behind them, it means they have come with an army of thousands. It'd be easier to understand if they just showed everything like in a movie. That would have been difficult to recreate such things long ago. I call my allies and rise from the plains. In 3 years, 5 lords will end an ancient nation. The heavens and earth will rend in two. But why do the heavens slow my progress? That one. The one with the mask. That was pretty cool. They are what we now call the protagonist of the story. This story will revolve around that character, so I advise you pay close attention to that one. She pulled out a long stick. I see, a spear. The result of war is never a surety. A person must dutifully withstand shame and embarrassment. The world is rife with talented, capable people. Could they not return, unsettling dust and earth? The people are worn from endless fighting. After defeat in Zongyun, the tide will not easily turn. No matter how many talented allies you have, why would they kick up dust and come to you? What are they saying? They need to be careful what they say. I would have purged them all. At times, remonstration, is that how you say it? Remonstration is another expression of loyalty, is it not? I don't know about that. I would sentence them all to cleaning the bathrooms that have no windows. She seems oddly flippant about a so-called purge. So this is how the dictator of Red Winter makes decisions? Strength moves mountains, and the spirit spans the world. But my luck has run out, and my horse remains obstinately still. What can I do when even my horse will not move? My beloved, what should I do? The enemy has claimed all. Distant songs float to me from every direction. If your spirit is lost, how can I live on? What? What are they doing? She distracted the protagonist and then took her sword. Wait, she's turning it on herself? No, they should live together. What will happen to everyone they leave behind? All the soldiers are scattering. He's all alone. Still, there are thousands of enemy soldiers behind him. You wish to use my mind to claim mounds of gold and land? I will grant you this last kindness. What? No way. He was so bold and gallant. Boldness and gallantry aren't enough to rule the world, and bravery alone cannot capture the hearts of men. Such is the divine order. We must simply do what we can and remain humble. I know that much, but I can't believe I was so moved. I must admit this was a fine performance. I'm glad to see that you are satisfied. Now, Great Leader Cherno. Next on the agenda. Before that, in the name of the leader of Red Winter Federal Academy, I have a request. A formal request as a leader? Does she already want payback for her grand welcome? No. Doing so right now would be ill-advised. I'll entertain her request for now. Given the situation, I cannot reasonably deny her that. If anything, it'll be an opportunity to get a peek at the cards Red Winter is holding so closely to its chest. What is it? As the president of Ginryumon, I will do anything in my power to fulfill your request. It's about the performance just now. The Peking Opera? Yeah, that. The Peking Opera. Call back the student who played the protagonist in that performance. You mean Kaguya? Why? So her name is Kaguya. I see. I just wanted to speak with her. More and more mysterious. I can't dismiss the possibility that this is some kind of mind game. The great leader must have truly enjoyed the Peking opera. If it isn't too much trouble, could we ask for your help on this matter, madam? Very well. Mina, if you would. Yes, Madam President. I answer your summons, madam. I, Urushibara Kaguya, greet you. I came here at once. Ah, so I see. Allow me to introduce you. Great Leader Chirino, this is Kaguya, the performer you wish to meet. She leads the Peking Opera Club. Kaguya, this is the Great Leader Chirino, a student council president of Red Winter. I appreciate the work you put into this exchange meeting. It's an honor, Great Leader Chirino. You have my deepest appreciation for enjoying our performance. I couldn't ask for anything more. Oh, she was so overwhelming on stage. But she's completely changed. I'll take that as a compliment. We students often portray vastly different characters from ourselves. So much so that sometimes we become confused about where the character ends and the student begins. I see. That sounds convenient in some ways, but annoying in others. That's quite the astute observation. Impressive. Now then, madam, let us move on to the matter at hand. Are you entrusting this Tomoe with negotiations? Great Leader Chirino? I must learn more about Red Winter's command structure. And if not, is it possible she is such a brilliant leader that she can govern without lifting a finger? For now, I must continue conversing with her. As you wish, Chief Secretary Tomoe. Bien Lian, what is that? It is a technique unique to the Sichuan opera. Simply put, it is the ability to change masks without, to suit the situation without touching one's face. That sounds so cool! Amazing! The three main theatrical productions of Shanghai Jing are the Peking Opera, Sichuan Opera, and Kun Opera. One element unites them all. Each requires the performers to learn martial arts. Martial arts? For a staged performance? Strange, isn't it? But that's the truth. In the Peking opera you just saw, our members showed off their impressive skills with a spear. It seems closer to an artistic skill than actual functional martial art. That makes sense. We can't express how grateful we are that Shanghai Jing Academy, known for how selectively it opens its doors, extended a hand to Red Winter Federal Academy. Yet at the same time, there must be a significant reason you opened the heavy doors of Shanghai Jing and Ginryumon to us now, is there not? I wish to correct you only on two things. First, Shanghai Jing's doors aren't as heavy as you may think. After all, the Black Tortoise Promenade culinary talent is already known in Kavotos. Second, Ginryumon have welcomed outsiders before. As you know, Sensei is one such example. Right here, in case you forgot about me. Of course, Sensei. It's a little disappointing. Under different circumstances, I would have found another way to enjoy my time with you. Ha! Now that we can agree on. I hope you're not too upset, Sensei. Don't mind me, please continue. Oh my. It's thanks to you that I'm having a completely new experience, madam. I'm glad to hear you say so. Yet, I understand that no matter what we do, we will never quite make it as comfortable as it is in your own school. For that, I ask for your understanding. Still, I anticipated Madam Kisaki making a request during this exchange meeting. Please forgive me if this sounds uncouth. Not at all. If anything, I should be thanking you for allowing us to be direct. To answer your question, I have no such intention. President? At the risk of speaking out of turn again, I would rather avoid dancing around the topic and trying to understand Ginryumon and its president's true intentions. That is why I sent Chairman Marino away and requested a private space for you and I to talk. Yes, I sent my own executive officer, Mina, away for the same reason. I want to make it clear that I have nothing to hide from you. Right now, Kisaki is speaking as the Student Council President. I thank you for your appropriately timed advice, Sensei. I repeat, I expect nothing from any of you. There is nothing I want you to do, and I do not intend to use you to accomplish my own ends. Then why host this exchange meeting? Would you find it unsatisfactory if I told you it was simply to show you Shanghai Jing? I wouldn't dare call it unsatisfactory, though I wouldn't consider it to be quite satisfactory either. If that is how you feel, then I have not provided you with a sufficient explanation. You mean you're serious? Yes, I am. If I had one wish, it would be for you to explore every corner of this place and truly get to know Shanghai Jing. What do you mean by truly get to know Shanghai Jing? Now, that is one topic I would like to dance around. Oh my, you've managed to turn my own words back on me. Not at all. Here in Shanghai Jing, respecting an act of kindness is one of our most important tenets. I see. Indeed. You can actually spit fire out of your mouth? Yes, that is the fire-breathing technique. The darker the stage is, the more effective it is. And we have a number of tricks to darken the stage too. Shanghai Jing truly has so many secrets. Do you think so? Well, you know what they say. The longer the history, the more abundant the mysteries. I really like Kaguya's eyes. I think they're really well done. Thank you again for the warm reception, madam. It was very satisfying. I had so much fun. And better yet, I didn't have to worry about any coup d'etat. I'm glad to hear that. I hope you can enjoy your stay at Shanghai Jing. And this is where your skills come in, Sensei. What, me? Yes, I know I can trust you, and it seems like you already knew our Red Winter guests. I will send Mina with you as your escort. You won't be coming with us? I know it is rude, but I'm afraid that is what I must do. Can I ask why, madam? I'm sorry. All I can say is that it's due to some unavoidable circumstances. I see. Then we'll put our trust in the hands of Executive Officer Mina and Sensei. Oh, will the comrade be coming with us? That's even better. Comrade, is this your first time in Shanghai Jing too? I guess strictly speaking, this is not my first time. But like me, you don't know much about Shanghai Jing, right? In that case, we should take the opportunity to see and do everything. Slow down, he might trip. If you'd excuse me, madam, great leader. Yes, good work today, Kaguya. Huh? Kaguya won't come with us? I'm afraid duty calls. Please, don't be too disappointed. If you'd like, you're welcome to visit the Peking Opera Club room. I see. There's no helping it if you're too busy. I forgive you. Thank you, great leader. The president remains in Rikagaku, while Red Winter heads to Shanghai Jing. If I had one wish, it would be for you to explore every corner of this place and truly get to know Shanghai Jing. Huh. A meeting implies that there is someone or something to meet, and it would have a different significance to each participant. Red Winter meeting Shanghai Jing also means that Shanghai Jing is meeting Red Winter in return. Is that the path you wish to tread, madam? What is loyalty? What form would loyalty take in moments like these? It's not an easy question, just as it is on stage, such as life. Yet, failing to take action when necessary is the purest form of disloyalty. This scenery settles the viewer into a trance, and I already found myself at the shore. So, we're caught up to where I last was. Good. Poor Kisaki, right? She's genuinely trying to do... what would you call it? diplomatic, cultural bonding? Cultural exchange, kind of. Yeah, she's trying to do a cultural exchange, and everyone under her assumes that there's some ulterior motives. I mean, I think if Kisaki did have ulterior motives, the second you brought it up, she'd just say, "You're very perceptive," and then get straight to the point. And since she's not doing that, I have to assume it's genuine. She's actually trying to improve relations. And still, there are these people who are just making these assumptions and causing trouble. Ugh.
ここで何をしているのかって？見ての通り、書記長の身を守るべく護衛をしているところだが。いない？チェリの書記長、どちらに？
I will say that at first, I didn't like Marina at all. I didn't dislike her. I just didn't like her. She meant nothing to me. But after doing her her Bond episodes, I can appreciate her. She's a hard worker. She's devoted. You know, aside from the the coup d'etat thing, but you know, like she's genuine, and I like that. I see. The Black Tortoise Promenade's food is famous in Kivotos as well. At least that is what I would have liked to say. Here it comes! More abalone porridge. It's carefully boiled with dry sea cucumber, abalone, and conch. Conch? Well, they eat the shells? Isn't this too much? What number is this course? I think you're about halfway through. What? But I can't eat that much. I mean, it all tastes so good. I would if I could, but... Now. You must eat to add some inches to your height, Great Leader of Red Winter. I'm Akashiro Rumi. I am the president of Black Tortoise Promenade. But above all, I am a chef. President? You're here? Of course. After all, we have important guests visiting from far away. I couldn't just stay in the kitchen. The president of Shanghai Jing. Wouldn't it Madam Kisaki? Oh, well, it's technically for different groups. My official title is Merchant Guild President, but everyone just calls me President for short. The acting president of Shanghai Jing Student Council, also known as Genryemon, Kisaki, I mean, the president, is always addressed as Madam, so there's no confusion. At least inside Shanghai Jing, that is. Understand. But wait, we refer to ours as Great Leader and President, don't we? Maybe it's all because Great Leader Chirino is also the Student Council President, Chief Beautification Officer, Main Secretary, Chief of Sanitation, Athletics Club Captain, Head of all Prefects, Chief of Sanitation, Maven of Meal Service, and everything else? Next up is a specialty dish made from duck wings. But now, this does give me pause. There are dozens of ways to prepare duck, but if I had to choose the best two, one would be roasting it to a golden brown, and the other would be steaming it after applying a good spice rub. I was debating which would be the best for our honored guests, so I made both. Until I decided that I'd just make both. Please enjoy. It's not proper service unless the food you prepared fills your guests to bursting. And that is just as it should be in Shanghai Jing. I figured that'd be the case. You should have your fill as well, Sensei. If any visitor of the Black Tortoise Promenade returns with less than a full stomach, it would bring shame to us. Rumi's cool, I like her. Comrade, save me. Sure now. Yes? This is where you make a stand as the great leader. I see. So that's how it is. All right, I accept your challenge, Black Tortoise Promenade. Red Winter will not bend to your will so easily. Chirno. Chirno's a bit competitive. You're just as bold as I thought you would be, great leader of Red Winter. It wasn't long before Chirno was desperate for an antacid to settle her struggling digestive system. I noticed this earlier, but I wasn't sure if I was just seeing things. The student B on the right, she has terrible trigger discipline. See, her finger is resting on the trigger. Never do that. I mean, you shouldn't have your gun just drawn like that anyway, but you should never rest with your finger on the trigger. So those are Red Winter students who came for this exchange meeting. Looks like it. Welcome to the Shanghai Jing Disciplinary Support Department Plum Blossom Garden. Great leader Chirno. Chief Secretary Tomoe, Chairman Marina. The Plum Blossom Garden is an educational facility meant to teach the younger students of Shanghai Jing. The students who perform well in Shanghai Jing Academy are chosen to be the instructors, and in turn, they are tasked with educating young students in the Plum Blossom Garden. So as long as they're in Shanghai Jing, these children continue learning from childhood through high school? Yes, of course. There are some students who transfer in. I see. Before that, stop pestering me, you rascals. Wow, look at these white and red clothes. Cool. But what's this? A mustache? Huh? It comes off? I want one too. No, that mustache is... Tomoe. Now, now. Great leader Chirno, I recommend you use the backup mustache. No, wait. I need something more secure. Otherwise the children will just take that mustache too. And I'll be right back to the same predicament. Children, these are honored guests from a faraway place. Behave yourselves. Boo. Kokona, you're being boring again. Oh, give that mustache back to me, Kokona. I want to try it on. You can't just call me Kokona. It's Instructor Kokona. Everyone. So, I am pretty sure, like, there's a debate, or seems to be a debate, of what animal Shun and Kokona are supposed to be. So I looked up what Shanghai Jing was, and it appears to be a literary work. And a prominent animal in the literary work is tiger. So what I'm assuming is that Shun is a white tiger and Kokona is a... Wait, no, Shun is a black tiger and Kokona is a white tiger. And, I mean, their ears kind of look like it, right? That's enough. Hi. Sorry, Instructor Shun. We're sorry. We'll behave. Children can be so much sometimes. Here you go, Great Leader Chirno. I was always impressed with Instructor Shun's ability to control the students here. You are Instructor Kokona, right? Yes, I am. Thank you for addressing me with my proper title. So, in the Plum Blossom Garden, a child is in charge of other children? I am not a child. I'm an instructor in the Plum Blossom Garden, Shun's younger sister, and I... As you so astutely observed, Kokona should be in elementary school with the other children her age. But her talents made her worthy of the senior secondary school and the instructor position. I am very proud of my little sister. Shun, you're embarrassing me, stop. She's right. The adorable instructor Kokona is the pride of the Plum Blossom Garden. Not you too, Sensei. Why do you have to add adorable? What? The Red Winter students are all left the Plum Blossom Garden. Really? But the Plum Blossom Garden is one of the most important places in Shanghai Jing. I know. Not even Gunryumon can intercede what happens in the Plum Blossom Garden. Wait, what was the question? No, I was following it correctly. I just don't get what they're getting at. What's the president thinking? Oh, this is where they performed the Peking Opera. White Tiger Park is one of the most famous parks in Shanghai Jing. Most large-scale events and performances all take place here. Heh. It certainly is very large. But I think Red Winter's Red Mustache Revolution Plaza is even larger. Excuse me? Are you disparaging the cultural touchstone that is White Tiger Park by boiling it down by its size? No, not at all. We understand very well that Shanghai Jing has great pride in its storied traditions through its exchange meeting. However, we are equally proud of the fighting spirit and willpower of Red Winter, since we are forced to face sub-zero temperatures and endless snowfield. Is the Red Winter Federal Academy truly that cold and large? Yes, it is. One can easily get lost by taking a wrong turn, and some even encounter bears on their path. Well, the first one is definitely true with you, Marina. Bears? We do have pandas of our own. Pandas are cute. No, wait. Bears can be cute too, now that I think about it. Like Medzi. Then again, pandas are a type of bear, right? Ugh, your ploy was to confuse me, wasn't it, Executive Officer Mina? But I didn't say anything unusual. Marina was just appreciating Shanghai Jing in her own way. Sensei? I see. Then I must thank you, Chairman Marina. Well, as long as you understand, Shanghai Jing is also quite impressive. I see you have a discerning eye. Is it just me, or does it seem like the two of them are getting along really well? I agree, Chirno. I mean, great leader Chirno. I wonder why. I wouldn't say that they're getting along exactly. Then it's more like birds of a feather. Like they're on the same wavelength, right? That's good, isn't it? If so, why does your expression seem so perplexed, comrade? I think I'm starting to understand. Right, Sensei? All's well that ends well. That is the goal of the exchange meeting, isn't it? Look over there. It's the Red Winter visitors again. Executive Officer Mina is hard at work. Wait, who's guarding the president? Since the president will remain in Gunryumon, she shouldn't need any extra protection, should she? That's not what I mean. The mere fact that the president has lent out Executive Officer Mina is a reflection on how much she respects the visitors. It makes sense, since Shanghai Jing invited them, right? She even held a grand outdoor performance in White Tiger Park just for their benefit. Do you think that's just... Are the Red Winter visitors even aware of how much respect they're being shown? Before, it was Shale Sensei. Now it's an outside academy. Are we going down the right path? The president will make the decision. You don't sound very confident. We're all feeling anxious in one way or another. Yeah. So, it seems like a lot of Ginryumon members don't agree with letting outsiders in. It seems like if you're there as a customer for Black Tortoise Promenade, that's one thing. But going anywhere else, maybe it's seen as off limits? Maybe they're worried that by letting this school in, then it's going to set the precedent that any school can just waltz in whenever they want and go wherever they want. Maybe that's what they're worried about. Did Shirno and Marina go to sleep first? Oh, we're at the end of the day? Yes, Great Leader Chirno especially looked quite tired. That's not surprising, since her schedule is so packed. Huh? You want to know if I'm tired? Are you concerned for me? I appreciate that. I'd be lying if I said I'm not tired. I think I need to go organize my thoughts a bit. Are you worried about an ulterior motive for the exchange meeting? I wonder what that could be. To tell you the truth, I have an idea of what the President's intentions are, though I have no way of knowing if my assumption is correct. I still can't really tell. Is that so? Well, if I'm right, the President wouldn't be too concerned about it anyway. What did you think of Shanghai Jing, Tomoe? Oh goodness, now you sound just like one of Shanghai Jing's students. I suppose if you're here in Shanghai Jing at the behest of the President, it can't be helped. It's true, Shanghai Jing is beautiful. It's impressive and historic. Above all, there were plenty of fascinating things to discover. What's even more interesting is that the Shanghai Jing students don't even consider them hidden gems. Would you mind explaining what you mean a bit? It's like this, Sensei. Secrets only exist in the minds of the people who keep them. If people don't recognize them for what they are and keep them secret, then a secret cannot exist. It's simply a thing whose existence or identity has yet to be discovered. In Shanghai Jing, there were a lot of hidden gems that outsiders like us notice. But Shanghai Jing students didn't even seem aware of them. Of course, this is just my opinion, formed from a single day of exploring Shanghai Jing. What do you think of Kisaki? The President is an amazing person. Yes, truly. I can understand why so many students wholeheartedly follow her. Of course, she isn't as cute as Chierno. One could even say she's a bit too mature. Almost like it's unnatural. She was so worldly, as if she was meant to lead from the very beginning. And she makes sensible judgments. Now that I think about it, it makes me wonder why she behaved so strangely that one time. That one time? Yes, that one time, when she didn't join us for the afternoon tour of Shanghai Jing. Oh. You don't think it's a bit odd that the hostess didn't personally escort us around her own areas? And we're talking about someone who knows her etiquette, like the President. Though she did say she had something she absolutely could not avoid tending to. I know it's not polite to say, but I don't think I'm the only one who doubts her intentions. I wonder what you think, Sensei. No, you don't need to respond. Your expression says everything. No, I don't think it was that obvious. I'm just more sensitive to this issue than the other students. Then, how were the Shanghai Jing students? Ah, now that's an amusing topic. The Shanghai Jing students we met today were Executive Officer Mina, the one named Kaguya, Rumi the Merchant Guild President, everyone from the Plum Blossom Garden. Oh, and the other students we brushed past during the Shanghai Jing tour. My impression is they reminded me of a blazing haystack moments before someone lights it on fire. See, yeah, I told you. Dissenters. What do you mean by that? There are always warning signs of impending consequences, and Tomoe knows this, having to deal with all those, what do you call them? Coup d'etat. Weekly. The students of Shanghai Jing appear serene on the outside, but I felt the slightest bit of nerves and tension hiding on the inside. Or perhaps it was fear. Additionally, statistics show that one large accident precludes 29 smaller accidents from the same cause, which themselves preclude approximately 300 potential accidents from the same cause. And that's bad? Yes, of course. It could be just an exaggeration based on my initial impressions. However, Red Winter and I tend to be a bit more sensitive to moods like that. Why is that, you ask? Well, that's because a coup d'etat occurs about 1 to 2 times a week on average in Red Winter. See, I told y'all. I knew it. I knew that's where this was going. I came here after I heard you mention the signs that are cropping up in Shenhaijing in the name of loyalty. But this is a peculiar place. It belongs to Shenhaijing, but it's not Shenhaijing. It's land at the outskirts with no students or facilities. Few know a place like this even exists. Are you suggesting those who do are somehow strange? Who? Oh, okay. So that Kai is the one of the 7 prisoners, or is it 6 prisoners? It's 7, right? The path is dark, but night cannot hide the light. Is that so? Are you Shintani Kai? How did you get here? Oh, I didn't think you'd still remember me. That's a bit surprising. Yes, even if everyone else has forgotten, someone has to remember the past. You never change, Kaguya. I may not remember faces well, but some people I never forget. Yes, I know the Peking Opera Club is still active. You must really be living the life if you have time to worry about someone else's club activities. Do I detect concern? Ha! I never expected you to debate thanking you. Now there's no need for that. Your expulsion is a decision I stand by, especially considering the outcome. Considering the outcome has quite a few connotations. The president abused her authority to expel you instead of going through the proper channels, and she has erased all records associated with you. Are you trying to bring up old memories? I remember. If I hadn't been expelled, I would have graduated top of my class, but my records mysteriously disappeared. I did momentarily become a burden to the Corrections Bureau, and after that I ended up roaming the Kavotos outskirts unnoticed, like some kind of living ghost. That's surprising. The Shintani Kai laments being a burden. Is that how you took it? I think my own eloquence is a suffering as a consequence. Why did you call me over? I want to discuss something about present-day Shenhaijing. What do you know about present-day Shenhaijing? Are you shooting the soul of the past? How biting. Well, what did you expect from someone who is both is and isn't part of Shenhaijing? It's just that. Well, the moment visitors from Red Winter arrived, I suddenly started hearing about the unrest in Shenhaijing. How did you know that? Shenhaijing has forgotten me. I know that much. But I did not forget Shenhaijing. I can't. So you have your own way of knowing what's going on in Shenhaijing. I heard you put on a Peking opera performance for the Red Winter visitors. How did that make you feel, Kaguya? I won't respond to that. That's okay. A refusal to answer is still an answer. It was humiliating, wasn't it? All your lifelong effort went unrecognized by individuals who don't even know the value of tradition, nor the meaning of Peking opera. I know very well. Even if someone else says they don't know, I understand the feeling. Expelled one, don't go disrupting Madam's decisions and judgments. Oh ho! Didn't you have doubts about Kisaki's decisions and judgments? If not, then you have no reason to come all the way over here. I can see it. The unrest in Shenhaijing and the storm it will surely bring about. If this continues, the Peking Opera itself will become a relic of the past and the end. No one will seek it out. That's what transformation is. Just as the river water carves away the boulder, change affects everything, though it may not be immediately apparent. Never scoff at the cultural value and meaning of the Peking Opera. I would never scoff. No matter how many people disparage the Peking Opera, there should always be at least one person to protect the Peking Opera and its traditions. Are you telling me to do that? Who else could there be? Why me? Because the Peking Opera Club always understood the value and meaning of Shanghai Jing's traditions. At least, that is how it should have been when I was enrolled at Shanghai Jing. Everyone talks so casually about tradition, like it's nothing. It's rare for anyone to understand how truly important tradition is. We must respect the past and the history of the people who originated from it. The present stands with its roots in the past. At the end of the day, the Black Tortoise Promenade is the biggest problem. Those poisonous mushrooms. They use cooking and business as excuses to spread their spores everywhere. And Madam President is no less to blame for the Black Tortoise Promenade. Why is she letting them get away with it? She's smart enough to know those punks are causing all kinds of trouble. Not to mention, inviting Shale Sensei is distraction enough. But to have the Red Winter visitors on top of that? Got it. But if you're loyal to the Peking Opera Club before anything else, shouldn't you become more concerned about that? If you want to truly protect tradition, you should start there. What do you mean? Well, for example, why not try an opera with new content? And you can experiment with choreography on the Peking Opera stage. What are you saying, Shintani Kai? There's no way the Peking Opera Club and I would have that kind of authority. I find it amusing you would say that, Peking Opera Club President. The Peking Opera Club has honored Shanghai Jing's traditions most seriously up until now. If not you, who else could possibly have it? Granted, this could be nothing more than the ramblings of a Shanghai Jing outcast. If we end up doing a new Peking Opera, and it fails. Funny. Is discussing success and failure a mark of loyalty? It seems even the Peking Opera Club president can be corrupted by worldly desires. But what can you expect, really? The only constant is change, right? Don't speak so rashly. If one person remembers, even if everyone else forgets. Ah, that's the spirit I was looking for. Don't worry, I'll help you prepare. How? The expelled one has her ways. This matter has nothing to do with you, Shintani Kai. No matter what, the Peking Opera Club is loyal to Shanghai Jing. That I will make sure of. Sure, of course you will. Or not. Whatever. That certainly stirred up sparks. I heard everything. What do you want, Kai? Embers? Embers? Yes, embers. Even the smallest spark shines brightly in the darkness. If it's possible, I hope these small but powerful embers will grow into a raging fire. How about you? I hope the Eastern Alchemy Society finds a true president. I see you haven't changed. Though that's probably why you're the only one who still obeys me. President Yakushi Saya is not suitable for the role of Eastern Alchemy Society's president. Compared to you, she's lacking both in skill and qualifications. The Eastern Alchemy Society must find its true owner. That is all. Is that so? In that case, there's something you must do for me. I await your orders. Even if what I need interferes with your future. At the moment, my future is at the Eastern Alchemy Society. Excludes me anyway. Good. Then go back to the Eastern Alchemy Society and get things done. I will do as you say. Well, it certainly got a lot more interesting. What an extremely dense bamboo forest. What do you think, Sensei? Isn't it impressive? Actually, that is pretty cool. If it were the right season, I could have shown you how I harvest bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots? Yes, they are the sprouts of bamboo. They are soft and tender, and they grow great in any dish. It is very likely they used it in the Black Tortoise Promenade's cooking yesterday. The thin yellow stuff? Yeah, that was so yummy! Yes, Shanghai Jing's bamboo shoots are especially good quality. So good, in fact, that you can eat them all day long and never get sick of them. It's nice to be able to walk with you today, madam. Unlike yesterday. Yes, I must apologize for yesterday's discourtesy, Great Leader Chirno. What are you saying, Madam Kisaki? What I'm saying is the exchange meeting host failed to provide proper guidance to their valued guests. Madam President? Ah, is that what happened? I was wondering what you were talking about, and it's been on your mind this whole time? Since we're on the topic, there's something I want to tell you. I am the great leader of Red Winter. Such insignificant things could never threaten my power. That's what makes you our great leader. I can't read her true feelings on the matter, but I'm relieved nonetheless. Great Leader Chirno doesn't seem to be that upset. I'm so grateful that you are being so understanding about this. How did you sleep last night? It wasn't uncomfortable, was it? There were no problems at all, Madam Kisaki. It was so warm and comfy. I have no complaints. But there was some kind of scent I've never smelled before. Aha! I see. Chairman Marina has good nose. That's the medicinal incense created by Shanghai Jing's Eastern Alchemy Society. They say it brings equanimity? I've never heard of that word. And healing to the heart and soul. But I wonder if it was actually helpful. Huh? Now that you mention it, I think it did help. But I can't be sure. Well, since you've made it all the way here to the bamboo forest, I can show you something nice. Something nice? By that, do you mean... Oh, indeed. This is a Shanghai Jing bamboo forest specialty. Haha, I hope you're excited. There hasn't been a student yet who didn't enjoy it. Shall we? I'll lead the way. That's... no way. That's... Isn't it great? Isn't it amazing? Isn't it so unbelievably cute? Pandas! Oh, Chairman Marina, if you yell too loudly, you might scare off the pandas. Oh, really? It's not unlikely. However, I'm not sure those slowpokes have any wherewithal to run away like that. I saw a baby panda from jail the other day I arrived at Shanghai Jing, but this is probably isn't the best time to bring that up. Now that I can see them better, I have to say, it looks like a spotted bear to me. Have you already seen a panda before? Oh, yes. You know, in pictures and things. Chairman Marina loves every kind of bear there is. I see. Pandas are, indeed, a kind of bear. And gluttonous for bamboo. Come to think of it, I think bamboo is the only thing pandas eat. It's true, but they don't eat just any bamboo. They're picky. They always stick to the same kind of bamboo. And all they do all day is sleep and eat. All they do is sleep and eat? That's amazing. I'm jealous. Sensei? I'm sensing some kind of darkness. Or maybe not. But the pandas are adorable, right? That's right, madam. Just looking at them like this. It's like a balm for my heart. Well, enjoy them all you want. You can tell... I can tell they bring you peace. Would you like to get closer? Can we? Yes, Mina will guide you. They're already used to people, Mina, if you will. Yes, Madam President. I'll approach carefully. Remember to keep a safe distance. If you get too close, it's not good for you or the panda. Okay, now, Sensei. Huh? What's happening? My whole body is... I can't breathe. And I'm so dizzy. My arms and legs feel so heavy. What I am going to guess, and this is a complete shot in the dark, is that Kai's subordinate has replaced the incense that Kisaki uses in her room with some type of poison. Of all the times this could happen, why now? Of all the times this could happen, why now? Well, I mean, and she's acting like she's surprised at first, but now it's acting like this is something she's aware of. So she's just like dying or something? Kisaki, are you okay? Sensei's voice. It sounds so far away. Are we far apart? If not... Sensei, I need to ask you something. Is it already nighttime? It's so dark. Yes. It looks like the sun set a while ago. I see. I have a request to make of you, Sensei. Would you call the president of the Eastern Alchemy Society here? Call Saya here? Yes. Now, it's the only way to address this situation. And please take care of the great leader Chirno and the Red Winter Party. Lead them to the Rikagaku with Mina. But about it already being nighttime? Sensei, you're very kind. But there's no need. Keep your story straight with me. I'm sorry. I don't have good news for you, madam. He's already here? But you wanted the whole truth, so I have no choice but to respond with complete honesty. No, she can't be. Maybe I'm just remembering that other time. I hope you'll listen carefully. From now on, you will only be able to move properly for a limited amount of time each day. Yes, she definitely said that. It's too much to fill the whole Rikagaku, but let's burn some medicinal incense in the main room. That should at least help you a little bit, madam. Starting now, you must take this immortality elixir every morning. If you skip even one day, something really bad will happen. What else? I recommend stretching every day. Perhaps calisthenics. They say the root of disease is poor blood flow. Understood? Promise me you'll take care of yourself. No one in Shenhaijing would want to lose you like this, madam. Okay, so she is dying. Okay. That's kind of dark. This is like the first terminal student we've had, right? Like, there's Hamari, but, I mean, she's not terminal. She's just, incapacitated. This is strange. I was certain I took the immortality elixir this morning. Oh, so I was right. I did say that it was, poison. I was almost right. It was just replaced with a fake. Gotcha. Gotcha. It was sabotaged. But that would mean... I was almost right. I will say, I really like this event. Like, it started off seeming like it was just going to be this comfy event that nothing really happens. And then it introduces some high stakes, and then they escalate it. About, what, like the midpoint? 6, 11, yeah, the midpoint. And then it should just escalate up until the story climax. So I think it's pretty good. This is pretty good. I'm so confused. What happened? Right. Red Winter's visitors were at the bamboo forest. We're going to see the pandas, and then... And then? Are you awake now, Kisaki? Sensei? Why are you here? No, wait a moment. I need to organize my thoughts. You turn on some lights. The room is a bit dark. Ugh. Ugh. Should I turn them off again? Please. What happened at the bamboo forest? I see. So the visitors watched the pandas for a while and went back? Chairman Marina kept trying to hug the pandas? Mina must have had a hard time trying to stop her. I guess Chairman Marina really does love bears a lot. But no matter how cute they are, pandas are still bears. She could have gotten really hurt if something went wrong. I'm sure it was no easy feat for I keep mixing them. Easy feat for Mina to keep her safe. What kind of president am I that I can't even welcome guests properly? Completely unqualified to be president. Don't you agree, Sensei? Those students are amazing. The visitors from Red Winter. And great leader Chirno, inscrutable as she is, seems to be very strong-willed. Chief Secretary Tomoe tries to hide it, but you can see her wisdom beneath that facade of hers. And Chairman Marina, well, it's refreshing to see someone with her status be so delightful. All the students are great. Everyone. Are you surprised, Sensei? I wish you'd take care of yourself now. That's what you have to say, Sensei. Do the other students know about my condition? And what about the visitors from Red Winter? Saya handled everything well. Mina hadn't even noticed. Is that so? Then I feel reassured. I wish you'd tell me what happened to you. It's nothing remarkable. It's just... my body has become so weak that I can only function normally for a small amount of time per day. It's really that bad? It's okay. After all, I haven't entirely lost my mobility. There are still plenty of things I can do. And that's enough for me, really. Anyone else knows? Oh, yeah, who else knows? As far as I understand it, no one except for Saya. Even Rumi doesn't know. I did my best to ensure my secret wouldn't be revealed to anyone. It's true. I've known Rumi for a long time. But I wasn't this weak when I was younger. When we were growing up together. You mean this came on suddenly? It all started when I made the unprecedented move to become president of Genryumon in my second year. The role of president customarily went to third years, but that third year student fell into disgrace and lost her position. So everyone made the unanimous decision to select me. Even now, it seems peculiar. Students who vehemently defended tradition broke it to designate me, a second year, as the president of Genryumon. Maybe that's because the president of Genryumon is demanding? Sometimes it's good to not get too close to the truth, Sensei. One of my first acts as second-year president was to expel a third year. Everyone objected. A punishment that harsh usually requires one to follow very strict procedures. It was quite the paradox. The same people who bucked tradition to install a second year as president clung to tradition for that decision. Oh dear. I've gotten off track. Let's get back to the point. Right after that, my body started exhibiting some unusual signs of illness. But well, they could just as easily have been signs of stress from a demanding job as president. Why do you look so downcast, Sensei? Didn't I do a good job fooling the others? If neither you nor Rumi could tell, I must have. In fact, I think my acting talents could earn me a spot on the theater company. Or movie club at a different academy. Kivotos' acting world might be missing out on a massive talent. Don't you think so, Sensei? Maybe you should give up on this undercover stuff. Yes, that would probably be the right thing to do. Someone who's lost control of her own body should be recuperating in the old palace. You must be wondering why I keep changing my appearance and wandering around seemingly with no purpose. Well, Sensei, this may be my selfishness and greed talking, but before it's too late, I want to see as much as I can while I still have time. Why are you hiding your illness from other students? Because this is what being the president of Genryumon is. If you show the slightest bit of weakness, of imperfection, they'll eat you alive from the inside. That's how the president before me lost her position. You think I take my role as president too seriously? If only I didn't, maybe I would be more at ease. But Sensei, you saw what Shanhaijing students, Genryumon kids, did. When I told them to welcome our guests according to the traditions of Genryumon, they took them into the interrogation room. They interpreted my instructions as an order to uncover any conspiracies. Plenty of students in other academies misbehave. Is that so? But Sensei, it still seems like I'm having a hard time letting Shanhaijing be. Kisaki slowly rose into a sitting position. Then she leaned towards me to rest her forehead on my chest. Moonlight shone in the room from a nearby window. I have a request to make of you. I don't want anyone except you and Saya to know about my condition. Please. Saya promised me she would always keep my secret, so if word gets around, I'll know who shared it. She words her requests as threats. I think that's pretty funny. Okay. What's wrong, Sensei? You look distressed. She knows. She knows. It's okay. I'm still alive and moving around, aren't I? I reached up and gently patted the back of Kisaki's hair. Huh. This is nice. Feel more at ease. And my pain feels like it's subsiding. even if it's just a little bit. Don't worry so much, Sensei. Who else could I ask of for a favor like this, if not you? Kisaki glanced up at me with bright eyes and a soft smile. I couldn't bear to see that expression on her face, so I reluctantly closed my eyes. Are you feeling okay, President? Yes, I feel a lot better. Don't worry. This is so strange. I'm positive I took my immortality elixir today. Yes, that's exactly why I'm here. Listen carefully, madam. I discovered that someone swapped your elixir. Told you. I'm sure you understand the implications of such an act. Well, first, I should reprimand you right here and now for your incompetence in managing the Eastern Alchemy Society, human resources. Yes, I deserve to be chastised, but there's an even bigger problem. This means there's a mole in a key position in the Eastern Alchemy Society. Yes, that's the only way to interpret it. I thought trouble rode in on the cold winter of the north, but perhaps it is from somewhere else. Starting tomorrow, I will personally craft your immortality elixir, madam. Then, I'll begin investigating every member of the Eastern Alchemy Society. It's a sad day when the president of the Eastern Alchemy Society can't trust her own people. It's rare, but it does happen occasionally. Madam, you should start exercising a greater level of caution, and I'll accept the consequences of my failures once this is all sorted out. Yes, let's do that. You be careful as well. I'm sorry. If only I could make a more perfect elixir. If I could find a medicinal herb that would improve the president's condition, even the slightest bit. But the results are always temporary, come with side effects, or do nothing to improve her situation. What do you say? If it wasn't for your elixir, nothing would have worked out the way that it did. That's true. I mean, Kisaki would just be dead. So, Saya, you're doing good work. Madam, I beg you, please cancel all your plans for tomorrow, at least, and get some rest. I'm afraid you're asking too much. We have valued guests visiting. Perhaps, when our guests have returned home, I'll get some rest. But for now, please be forgiving of your terrible patience. I understand. A phone call? It's a call for me. Who is this? Kaguya? It's so late. What's wrong? Please accept my sincerest apologies for calling such a late hour, madam. But I had to tell you that we had just finished working on a new idea for the Peking Opera. If possible, I'd like to perform it for the Red Winter visitors tomorrow before their tour ends. Would that be okay? New Peking Opera performance? First, I must compliment you on your efforts. I will allow the performance since it seems Great Leader Chirino really likes you. I extend my gratitude for your generous decision, madam. I'm obliged to inform you, since it's a new Peking Opera, we would like to invite all of Ginryumon members. Would that be okay? Please do. White Tiger Park is spacious, and a good number of Ginryumon members enjoy Peking Opera. Thank you, madam. I'll put my entire heart and soul into performing it. A new Peking Opera in times like these? She seems quite enthusiastic. It's a good quality in an artist. And considering morale has been somewhat downcast lately, this may be the perfect opportunity to lift spirits. Will the Eastern Alchemy Society also participate? I'll prepare a spot for them for now. The Eastern Alchemy Society should be reflecting on their actions right now. However, trying to suppress them further may cause the pot to boil over, so to speak. I'm sure you already have a tight grip on the Eastern Alchemy Society's discipline today, is that right? You already knew that. Of course, it's exactly the type of thing you would do. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Okay, I've already said this before. But when Kisaki inevitably becomes playable, we are pulling. Even if I have to hit pity, we are pulling. The premiere show of a new performance. Out of the blue? How fascinating. Considering the first show was good, I'm sure it'll be great this time too. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. And it's been such a long time since Kaguya has been so enthusiastic about a piece. I think I'm getting used to this sound. Oh, the actors dressed in armor, raced on stage and online, and queued up neatly. The lead role is wearing black armor this time too? I'm starting to recognize more of the details now. Is that so? That's good to hear. Living is like a big dream. How can one struggle so fiercely to live life? Whatever happens, I lie beneath the pillar. Suddenly, I awake. I look to the yard. A single bird calls out from among the flowers. Let us inquire what kind of time it is now. The sound of a nightingale is like the flowing of a spring breeze. It sings loudly and awaits the moon's arrival. So, it always begins by setting the scene around the characters. Peking opera always follows a prescribed form, almost as if it's been ordered to do so. But it looks like Kaguya wrote this from scratch, right? Yes, she wrote up the whole performance in a matter of days. Impressive. The light fog blooms above the lake. The dappled sunlight promises a good harvest this year. The world is peaceful, as I have nothing else to wish for. The dragon and phoenix held auspicious energy in their mouths. Look, people, the dark monarch is walking across the yard. She's intelligent and sharp, yet narrow-minded and foolish. She reigns and rules, but cannot lower her gaze, though she is wise enough to know her own weaknesses. But she's not brave enough to overcome them. Yeah. That was calling out Kisaki. I'm not sure Ginryuman is going to appreciate public criticism of their leader like that. Huh? Wait, was that just... You're talking too loud. Did we hear that right? It could just be an old idiom or metaphor, right? Let's keep listening. But still, they left it wide open to interpretation. The Dark Monarch, huh? I, the Dark Monarch, will borrow the authority to speak. A hidden dispute pervades the yard. An ill-disguised resentment stretches into the rafters. To this, I will open the closed door and call in outside winds. That is my path, so everyone shall listen and act accordingly. Open the closed door and call in the outside winds. I have a bad feeling about this. What will the other students think, especially Ginryuman members? But Ginryuman members are well practiced at deciphering a Peking opera compared to the other Shanhaijing students. Kaguya, what are you thinking? Forgive and think back on the past. Those who oppose her volition suffer her wrath. The heaven's power is wholeheartedly divine as such. Of what use could man's little tricks be? Consider fragility within peace. Consider again, peace within fragility. The harmony of heaven and sky is unpredictable as this. So open up the things suppressed by the wind's power, and suppress again what is open. It's basically saying close Shanhaijing to outsiders again. Look, people, the wisdom of the man is this short-lived. Anyone who boasts of their wisdom will become foolish. Beware of windfalls and fortune that outflows from the fountain without reason. You must focus your gaze on higher places, or you'll fall victim to those tricks. What's with those Peking Opera Club kids? Are they upset with Madam for some reason? If so, they really shouldn't be airing their grievances in front of Red Winter's visitors. Wait, are they acting like this specifically because of those Red Winter visitors? Oh, now that I think about it, what if visitors were never accepted in the first place? Look, people, the Dark Monarch has welcomed the wind in. The closed door opens, and the dust runs rampant within. The water cannot defeat the wind, and the earth is laid to waste by locusts. The prideful one cannot reflect on oneself, and tears, not rain, wet the earth. Would Kaguya really do this to me in front of all of Ginryumon? I must not be completely back to normal. However, I, the Dark Monarch, will borrow the authority to speak once again. The mountain does not shun height. The ocean does not shun depth. The remaining earth will welcome the wind, and the sky will embrace the clouds. I may forsake the world, but I won't let the world abandon me. I humbly ask again, please calm your spirits and take care of yourself. She knows what will come before it happens. She contemplates the end upon the beginning. Accepting honest advice is the way to subsisting. How can one not weep after losing multitudes for the sake of a small gain? The Dark Monarch has a strong will and drive. That's just as a leader should. And those lieges who fell for that. Everything is done with intention. There will always be short-sighted lieges who can't see the visions of distinguished leaders like us. Isn't that true, Madam Kisaki? Huh? You don't look so good. Are you okay, Madam? I'm okay. There's nothing wrong, Great Leader Shirano. Were you that displeased by the exchange meeting, Kaguya? More importantly, are you making an appeal in the form of pecking opera? Now that the Dark Monarch has called in the wind, heavy rains fall from the sky, and the river overflows. The mountains and fields are flooded, and the ocean roils. Lightning and tornadoes ravage the earth, letting cries and resentment echo. We're not mishearing this, are we? It's true that the president invited the Red Winter visitors first, but it's not like the visiting group has caused a huge problem or anything. No, I think I'm starting to understand. Eventually, even the tiniest holes can bring down a levee. So the president will start allowing external influences, starting with Red Winter visitors. I hope that won't happen. The same goes for the 10,000-year Ginsig incident. But whether the president is really trying to protect the traditions of Shanhaijing, sometimes I doubt her a little. Watch what you're saying. That's why I'm speaking quietly. Pain flows like the river, and resentment stretches to the skies. Good medicine is bitter to the taste, but it is beneficial for illnesses. Advice is bothersome to the ear, but beneficial for one's conduct. If one is following the path of goodness by changing one's heart even now, they can revert without being carried away, forward or backward. It sounds like Kaguya does not personally hate Kisaki, but wants to guide her back to the old tradition. That's what it seems like. I am not wrong, and so I will not compromise. I beg your kindness. How could a sparrow possibly comprehend the will of a phoenix? Oh, okay, so she's criticizing Kisaki about not listening to reason. The life of a sparrow, the life of a phoenix, they are all the same lives. What could Kaguya possibly be thinking? No. Wait. The bigger problem is the anxious energy coming from the Ginryumon members. The effect would have been lessened if the message was relayed in a straightforward manifesto-type manner. But to be discreet yet so public by holding a performance. The president needs to be evacuated, now. Now the actors are holding flags with flames drawn on them and running around the stage. That means the world is on fire, right? And the flags, with flowing water on them, do they represent a flood? Locust swarms and lightning. It seems like all of the natural disasters are happening at once. I've been watching carefully, just in case. But I see this as a coup d'etat. Look, people, the Dark Monarch has finally fallen over on her own. A monarch should properly reign over their people, but went against God's plan due to greed and inadequacy. Even if everyone cries sorrowfully and gnashes their teeth, what could be left? They mention God's plan. I at least know what President Kaguya is trying to say. But that's our president she's talking about. Well, that's true. I can't bear to think about this, but what if the president really had no desire to protect the traditions of Shanghai Jing? I can't think about something like that. That place you see over there is our home, overgrown with pine trees and pine nut trees. Wait, what? It's kind of weird saying both of those one after another. It didn't flow right. The wild hare frequents the small hole. The indifferent pheasant flies above the beams. Strip and mash the grains into rice. Pick the mallow leaves and boil them into a soup. The soup and rice are ready in no time. Who is there to eat with? Oh, such heart-wrenching lyrics. To think there isn't a single person to eat with because everything is in decline. What if that's the future of Shanghai Jing? No way, that's impossible. See, even you don't sound confident. Listen well, people. Always be humble, reflect on yourself, and don't forget self-improvement. There is reason behind everything. She had no idea that the self-reflection of yesterday would continue into tomorrow. As she turned her gaze from her divine destiny and feigned ignorance, her fate became inevitable. To prevent something like this from occurring again. In the name of Shanghai Jing and its traditions, I denounce Ryuge Kisaki, president of Ginryuman. I was hoping Kaguya wasn't going to be the big bad evil guy, but it appears to be the case. In the name of Shanghai Jing and its traditions, I denounce Ryuge Kisaki, president of Ginryuman. Huh? Why us? Chirno, get behind us. Yeah, look, we're just visitors. What are you even trying to do? I've been surrounded quite effectively, Kaguya. What will you do now? Madam President? Wait, Ginryuman, and ask yourselves. What you're trying to protect? Is it Madam Kisaki or Shanghai Jing? What are you trying to say, President Kaguya? If you all have eyes and ears, then you should know. Ginryuman are first and foremost an organization that protects the traditions and values of Shanghai Jing. But is Madam Kisaki, the head of Ginryuman, truly someone who protects the traditions and values of Shanghai Jing? She may have been in the past. Back then, Madam Kisaki was someone deserving of everyone's respect and loyalty. But how is she now? Are the Madam Kisaki of the past and that of the present the same? I don't believe so. Look at the change Madam Kisaki has brought to Shanghai Jing. Huh? Us? I agree. Personally inviting the students of Red Winter to Shanhaijing was... But it's the president. That's true. But if the president of Ginryumon doesn't protect Shanhaijing... I knew it. Ginryumon aren't being proactive. I knew the chances of them adamantly supporting the president's removal were slim, but... No, this is enough. Above all, our goal is to steer the president, who is going down the wrong road, back to the path of right. Okay, so I was kind of right. That she... I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell if she actually hates Kisaki or just wants her to go back. We'll all give her our earnest advice and opinions and guide her back through our determination. Don't forget, our people do not plot treason, but rather we demonstrate unflagging loyalty. Madam, you must escape. This place is dangerous. Thank you for your concern, Saya. However, where could I possibly go from here? The head of an organization is like an offering to the heavens. What you're trying to protect? Is it Madame Kisaki or Shanhaijing? Huh? Heh, I've known what to do from the very beginning. Anyone who wants to harm the bad president? Alright, Mina. We'll do it over my dead body. Mina? You should escape too. Huh, I'd never be so shameful as to abandon the president. Even if I must fight the entirety of Shanhaijing, I will protect the president. I like your style, Executive Officer Mina. What was that? I have no intention of meddling in the problems of another academy. But I can't let Executive Officer Mina hog all the glory. Is that what you meant, Chairman Marina? I owe the president a lot. A pancake served to a guest must be returned with butter soup. Where's the rest of Red Winter? Where's the rest of Shanhaijing? Or is this just an auto loss? Come on, we gotta see. Ugh. We're outnumbered. They're stronger than us. Protect the Kisaki. Sensei? Sensei? What are you trying to do, Sensei? I know I shouldn't interfere too much in student clashes. And why is that? It's because Kisaki is unwell, but I promised. Because Kisaki is doing her best for Shanghai Jing. Too much has happened for you to call this a difference in perspective. Too many students were openly concerned about this issue. Many spoke out against what was happening. Above all, we are trying to guide the president down the correct path. So, Sensei, please, step aside. Even we don't want a reputation for being hostile towards Shale. Please do as they say, Sensei. But it's okay. It's me they're after. And it seems Ginryumon students are feeling confused. What else can a president who's lost the trust of her members possibly do? Traditionally, divine destiny comes from the voice of God. And the voice of God is the voice of the people. And I, who have lost that, I can follow no other path than this. I can't stand any more of this. What was that? Is it gonna be Chirino? It's gotta be. Chirino's got a grandstand.
ここで何をしているのかって？見ての通り。
I can't stand any more of this. What was that? Yep. How does any of that matter? Let me make myself clear. All students have the right to stage a coup. And a student council president has the right to suppress that coup and continue leading the school. What are you talking about, great leader Chirino? I'm saying that what's happening right now is par for the course for us at Red Winter. Not protecting tradition, bringing about change. In this coup d'etat, you are all raising the very definition of change. Well, we're trying to do isn't a coup d'etat or treason. We're providing advice against suggestions. But the Peking Opera Club chose extreme measures and change to make that happen. Isn't that right? That does make sense. The president of Ginryumon must protect Shanghai Jing. Yes, this is true. But if that is the case, shouldn't the president of the Peking Opera Club protect the Peking Opera Club? And are Kaguya's actions truly protecting the Peking Opera Club? I may be a neutral third party, but I'm even a bit doubtful. Oh. The same goes for all of Ginryumon. Of course, protecting Shanghai Jing is important, but are you not all members of a group called Ginryumon that is part of Shanghai Jing? Isn't prioritizing the protection of that group's leader your true duty and task? Oh. Huh. Is that how it works? That makes sense. But how could Red Winter student Tomoe know so much about what's going on with Shanghai Jing and Ginryumon? Well, as our great leader said before, an incident of this nature is so commonplace at Red Winter that it borders on trivial. Red Winter's coldness levels the playing field. It doesn't defeat us. It gives us courage of a bear. Now move. Great leader Chirino, I'll clear a path. Trust me. I can always count on you, Chairman Marina. Let's show them the ways of Red Winter and set an example for these Shanghai Jing students. Yes, here I go. See, we got our supports now. Good. Our cost isn't total dog shit now. If it ever loads.
私の先頭に立とう。敵を追え！
What does this do? Oh, that's pretty cool. Not only is it a buff, but it's also a debuff. Can't do it. That was simple. Good work, Chief Secretary Tomoe. Chairman Marina, you too. Thank you, Great Leader Chirno. Are you injured at all, Sensei? Nope, not even a scratch thanks to you, Tomoe and Marina. That's a relief. I was a bit nervous. That was such a weak coup d'etat. I'm tempted to teach them a thing or two about running a proper coup. You know about that, don't you? Chairman Marina? Do we need to clean more bathrooms? No. I misspoke, Chief Secretary Tomoe. While we're on the topic, let me ask, if you can't block a coup d'etat, how can you prevent them? We just need to send any students who are greater than the Great Leader Shirano to Spec Ops number 227. Good answer. And which students are greater than Great Leader Chirno? There are no such thing. Very good. Ginryumon, assemble. Huh? Executive Officer Mina. Yeah, I couldn't help that you guys weren't helping. I couldn't help but notice you guys weren't helping. It doesn't matter what you all think, what you all try to do, or have already done. Those who can move, round up the Peking Opera Club and escort the president and the visitors to the Rikagaku. Yes, understood. But what are Madame Kisaki's intentions? I've never even thought about anything like this until now. It's not a bad idea to make some arrests. Success and failure have no place in the path to loyalty. So I truly hope Madame Kisaki will open her eyes again. Time by goes fast. Time goes by so fast. The exchange meeting is already ending. It seems you really enjoyed this exchange meeting, Great Leader Chirno. I'm relieved. What's the one good thing about Shanhaijing that you can take away from all this? Shanhaijing has been a great adventure for us. Interesting views, delicious new food to try, lazy pandas, and Peking Opera. Everything was great. Amazing. I hope you can forgive that trouble with the Peking Opera Club. It seems Madame Kisaki needs me to repeat myself. I'll say it again. Excessive humility and apology can be counterproductive. I am the great leader of Red Winter. Such insignificant things could never threaten my power. I see. That's right. President Chirno is a very magnanimous person. Kaguya and the Peking Opera Clubs will return after 2 or 3 weeks of bathroom cleaning duty anyway. So that should be enough, don't you think? Once again, I see a huge difference between Shanghai Jing's customs and Red Winter's school regulations. President Kisaki, the way you naturally inspire people was especially impressive. This is great inspiration for my own propaganda. I mean, the way I persuade others. Is that so? That's something I didn't expect at all. But you look upset, President Kisaki. Is there something wrong? I do? Oh, no, I'm totally fine. Really? More importantly, I prepared a small commemorative gift. I hope you'll accept it. Is this a panda? It's a model panda, made from white, black, and green jade. There's not much. It's not much, but I hope you'll enjoy this as a memento of your trip to Shanghai Jing. This is amazing, madam. The black and white of the panda are portrayed so perfectly. So are its chubby shape and its sleepy-looking eyes. It looks like it could come to life and start moving any moment. I see Chairman Marina especially likes it. Thank you. I'll keep this safe in my executive office. As soon as we can, I'd love to invite you to our Red Winter. How could I refuse? In fact, I look forward to it, Great Leader Chirano. I just barely got back. Regarding the farewell, I left everything to the PR manager. I'm sure they'll take care of it. I'm worried. Is it possible everything the Peking Opera Club did could spark a different kind of change in Shanghai Jing? I'm sure Kaguya isn't the only problem. I mean, I'm the one who started everything after all. That's how it was before. No matter what happened in Shanghai Jing, the flowers falling, floods, lightning strikes, everything is my fault. That is my role. It means bearing all of the responsibility without making excuses. That is what the position of Shanghai Jing president entails. But for now, I should try getting some rest. How have you been, President Kaguya? I've never been more at ease, thanks to you, Executive Officer Mina. It doesn't look like it. Do you mean what you said? It's not polite to point out lies, even if they're obvious. Then I'll ask you bluntly, why did you plot such a thing? It was for the sake of loyalty, that is all. You performed that Peking opera in front of the Red Winter visitors and Ginryumon, on top of daring to hurt the president. What does that have to do with loyalty? If I could, I would expel you. And even that wouldn't feel like enough. I see you are still a dim-witted loyalist. Executive Officer Mina? Real loyalty is doing anything to oppose the president when she makes the wrong decision. By wrong decision, do you mean inviting visitors from Red Winter? Wasn't the Peking Opera Club the one who raised concerns at that point? Being loyal to a president whose actions do not align with the ways of the world can never be a proper loyalty. The president is certainly intelligent and wise, but she's arbitrary about the issues she chooses to resolve. What? Don't you know? I'm talking about Shintani Kai's expulsion. Where are you going with this? Thanks for coming all the way over here. About what's going on with the Eastern Alchemy Society and Shanghai Jing? No, it's no use asking you now. The internal police investigation of the Eastern Alchemy Society is narrowing things down. I had no choice but to ditch the Eastern Alchemy Society. But if you disappear now, wouldn't that make you look guilty? It was my only option, and they can't do anything now anyway. I sure do meet a lot of goody two-shoes like you and Kaguya, don't I? Speaking of, what did you talk about with the president of the Peking Opera Club last night? Nothing remarkable. I'm just asking because Kaguya mentioned she would reinstate me with the Eastern Alchemy Society. Excuse me? What are you talking about? Shintani Kai reinstated to the Eastern Alchemy Society? Nonsense! No, that itself isn't the way of nature and the proper path. Don't you agree that the process through which the president expelled Kai was excessively radical and abnormal? On top of bypassing the appropriate process and executing a prompt expulsion, those records were completely erased, and there's hardly anyone who knows about Kai. Still, copycat crimes have to be prevented. What's more, if she had followed every single step of the process, Shintani Kai's expulsion would have taken over a year. Think about how many victims there could have been during that time. Regardless, everything must happen by the book. Even if it's the president, Shanghai Jing's school regulations cannot be violated arbitrarily. If we don't respect the school's regulations, then we're undermining the very institution that gave the president her power over Shanghai Jing. We didn't discuss anything particularly remarkable, but it was definitely amusing. She mentioned that once I'd been reinstated to the Eastern Alchemy Society, I would then be re-expelled according to proper procedure. Then she said those records and truth behind them would widely be distributed to ensure I became an example. That sure sounds like something the Peking Opera Club president would say. Did you intend to accept that offer? At first, I was amused by her talk of reinstating me in the Eastern Alchemy Society. That's why I suggested that Kaguya write a new Peking opera. That's why you wanted to reinstate Kai and re-expel her? Dummy! Do you really think that would be possible? That Kai would even accept that offer? Kai's a student of Shanghai Jing. She has no reason to refuse. That's how it should be. It's not about how things should be, it's how things are. You're stupid if you believe she'd actually go through with that. Like, you are willfully stupid. Everyone is so close-minded. If by small chance Kai doesn't accept, I'll make her. What does the authority and power of Ginryuman's president exist for? Why does Ginryuman's president seem to have more power than other Academy Student Council presidents? Shouldn't everything be done for the sake of following Shanghai Jing's customs? That is true. I noticed that President of Ginryuman seems to be treated like an emperor rather than a school president. People tell me I'm stubborn a lot, but this punk is on another level. What about after I returned to the Eastern Alchemy Society? I probably would have ignored all of Kaguya's ideas. Reinstatement, then re-expulsion, just so I can follow proper process? Do you really think I would do that? But isn't that also kind of betrayal? At this point, do you think I care? I've worked a long time for this. I've even had to suffer the humiliation of relying on the Corrections Bureau. But still, I gathered my strength and waited for the right time. And that time is now. I will take back what is mine, and no one will stand in my way. Go tell them. I'm back. The cliffhanger, though. We're gonna have to wait till part 2. Previews. I knew it. What exactly happened back at the Peking Opera Performance Hall? Do you happen to know? Well, that's enough about that. Wait, this is unfair. The Eastern Alchemy Society has nothing to do with this. It's just a witness interview, so please come with us, President Saya. Sensei, are you familiar with the story of the monkey's paw? Yes. You got a paw, and then as you make a wish, the finger curls, but it does everything it can to perverse what your wish is. So if you say something like, I wish for someone to come back to life, then they come back as a zombie or something like that. I wish to be rich, and then it gives you insurmountable wealth that falls on top of you and crushes you. Or, something like that, you know. That's the monkey's paw. Some things don't fit in simple terms. The Pecking Opera Club's purpose is there in the name. I won't tell you not to worry. That's practically impossible for you. But even if you left me behind, I would always be yours. Good job, Mina. I can make you better, Kisaki. After all, I'm the one who made you sick. Many students suffered and struggled. And you want me to let you back in with no consequences just for my own benefit? Hi, Sensei. I'm ready for the next one. I'm ready for the next one. Where is it? That was a good one. That's good. Okay, so it's a lot better because you know there's a part 2. If this was just a one-part thing, it would be unsatisfactory. Like, it was good, enjoyable, but it ends on a kind of note. But because we know there's a part 2, because we know it's all built up, and it's going to start on a high note next time, it's good. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so let's do the challenges. Real bombs and fake bombs have been placed throughout the stage. Ginumon students only react and run away from real bombs. Defeat enemies by blowing up the real bombs. Huh? Do we pick our own guys, or is it pre-selected? Okay, so we okay. Oh, we don't care about that. We don't care about that. We need levels. We want explosives. Hoshino. Koharu. Mina. Do we pick up Shun? I'm thinking we pick up Shun. We want Shiroko. Do we need a second healer? We can use Akko. And we want to start with Hoshino. We want to have Hina ready. And we'll take Koharu. But Koharu might actually be doing damage. Maybe we do it this way? Let's try it. Okay, those two are bombs.
練習した姿をあなたに見せたい。マノントロッポ、お手伝いありがとうございます。
Damn. So, okay, that one, and that one.
これで終わらせてしまいましょう。ちょっとだけ本気でいきます。データはこれとこれと。もっと可愛いことにありがとうございます。コンビならできてる。でもやりすぎないよ。でもやりすぎないよ。
Okay, that one. We'll try this, but I don't think either one of those is.
これからが本番。マノントロッポ。
Wait.
逃がさない。私のじゃないから誤解しないで。楽しんで。任務完了。無事に終わったね。
Good enough. I'm fine with that. Crazy how much damage Hina does. Like, damn.
先生、シーパー姿のチェリノちゃんにはもう会いました？とっても可愛いと思いませんか？私も似合ってるですか？それはありがとうございます。
Okay, so we're fighting the new group. Tank and debuff removal skills to withstand enemy attacks. Okay, I think we get rid of... I don't know. Do we kill Shirna first, or do we kill Marina? Either way, they're doing piercing damage, which means we need to have something that resists piercing. So light armor? Huh. For debuff removal, all I have is... Well, I have Mari. Is the debuff removal actually going to be important? Oh, I also have, Reza, because her ult gives her a debuff removal. Reza's bad because she is heavy armor. So we don't want any heavy armor on our team. Explosive damage is going to be good, because at the very least it's going to deal super against Sheer now. Mika is at a severe disadvantage, but she resists both of the enemy's offensive types. So let's try and use her anyway. We can't use armed Hoshino because she's heavy. We can use Izuna's swimsuit to do focus fire. We do want Kokona for sure. We can use Hifumi, who has cost up and then a taunt. But she's also super negative. What about you? What are you? Super positive, or just positive? Super positive with the glasses, right? I feel Izuna's probably going to get exploded. Should we do it anyway just to get rid of Chirino immediately so that way they can't AoE us down? Shiroko, and we can run Mari just for her cleansing ult, I think. Even though she's only rank 1. That sucks. Maybe this? Maybe this is good enough? Let's see. If we're facing the enemy, their first one is probably going to be up top, right? Or bottom? Top or bottom? I don't know. Let's take a look at it so we'll know next time. Okay. Marina is top. Shirino is bottom. That's what we're going to assume. And I think that means Mika needs to be over here. I think. Let's see. Oh, I was wrong. Yeah, I thought that's what was going to happen. Let's try it again. So why did she explode right away? What happened? Oh, that's why. Why is Shirino so tanky? What? Are we not actually supposed to kill Shirino? I don't understand. At any rate, Izuna's getting just gimped immediately, so let's get rid of her.
Sensei, C-パオ 姿のチェリノちゃんにはもう会いました?
Yeah, you're not good enough. What can we do? We need light armor or special armor. Fumi? Because that at least lets us dump down... She's weak! Do we run Maki? Maki has defense down. Everyone else is just like way too low level. At 70 is probably the lowest we can go. Shiroko Terror, but we're not going to be doing super damage. Shun? Do we run Shun? That does give us access to our ult immediately. And that has some merit. Maybe we should just run Dress Hina. But why? Why are these fields so bad for us? Maybe we just run Shun? Let's try Shun and see what happens. Okay, so... this, I suppose?
素晴らしい選択ですね。あら？
Like this?
何か問題が？それじゃ始めようか。よいしょ。ありがとう。どう？ありがとうございます。すべての方にご加護は移動します。ここから先は進ませないよ。
Why did we do 0 damage?
未熟ですね。よくできました。どうかな。逃がさない。ここは私が守るから。すべての方にご加護は次もこの調子で。逃がさない。どうかな。
Shun Killer. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. They repositioned Coconut way too close. And I wasn't paying attention. We need this to heal Coconut. Okay, we got one of them down. We didn't get 3 stars for sure, but we did win. 2 stars.
当然です。これでも一人前の教官 大規模交流会はレッドウィンター事務局としても初の試みです。私もとっても楽しみです。
Whoopsie, I didn't mean to click that. Let's not look at that. Look for the real boss among the identical-looking enemies. All enemies fall when the boss is defeated. There's a very high chance of a critical hit when attacking the boss. There's a very low chance of a critical hit when attacking others. Okay, so we need an explosive team here. Thankfully, you don't have to work with gimmicks. Okay. Hoshino. Koharu. Hina. And I guess Shun. And then we take Shiroko for the cost generation and Ako? No, maybe we should use Mashiro. Or Saya. Maybe Saya. Is there such thing as too much damage? Do we need the additional healing from Ako? Should we just use Saya? She's not ranked up, but... And her ult is costly. Let's try it. Let's try it. I can't tell which one it is. Is it the one in the front? Yep. Okay, so we know which one it is. At least I thought it was. I'm thinking we need... Okay. Okay. So I think we need to run Isuna just because we need focus fire. I don't think Saya's doing enough damage to be worth it. Let's maybe go back to Ako. And they aren't doing explosive damage. Shun's not helping. Like, the starting cost is great, but otherwise... Maybe this? Maybe instead of that, we choose that. Because if I can land the debuffs on the main target as soon as possible, we can blast through it. Maybe. I'm gonna assume it's this one. It was not. That means restart. Is it this one? It is. Okay. Okay, now we have to find the boss. Okay, so it's definitely not you. It is not you. Is it you? It is. Is it you? It is not you. What if we hit these over here? It is one of those. Please be the right one. It isn't. Shit. It's this one. Why do they keep ulting? Like, why is it infant ult? We kind of did it. I don't know if we made the cut. We did. It would have been faster if we had gotten the mark off correctly on the first go. Now, what is this? Move students and distract a direct attack from the Pecking Opera Club's members to enemies. What? I don't understand this one. Move students and direct attacks from the Pecking Opera Club members to enemies. Skills from Pecking Opera Club members also deal damage to other Pecking Opera Club members. All I can gather from this is they deal friendly fire damage, and we want to move our units around so they shoot each other? So it's less of a fight and more of a puzzle. They deal normal damage, and they have elastic armor, which means they resist explosive. Does Mystic deal bonus damage? No, it does not. The only thing is Sonic, and I have like 1 or 2 Sonic users, so that's not gonna work. Which means as long as we use Piercing and Mystic, this really our best? And they did say we need repositions. I think Swimsuit Shizuko's... Oh no. I... Maybe instead of Shizuko... I don't know. Maybe this? Hoshino does have a reposition. Do we do this just to see what happens? We'll find out. Oh, okay.
あなたたちは通れないよ。大事に使ってくださいね。次もこの調子で。ここから先は進ませないよ。大事に使ってくださいね。次もこの調子で。
I don't understand. We're not doing nearly enough damage. What exactly are we supposed to be doing? Like, even if we doubled the amount of damage we had done, it still wouldn't have succeeded. So I don't really understand. Shizuko and Serena weren't really helpful. Oh, Serena was for the heals. Let's take a look at what other people have chosen. Yeah, I don't have her. So is it just a skill check? Either you have a summer Hanako or you don't? Everyone's using her. Show me one who does not have her. Just one. Can we borrow her? We cannot borrow her. So, the only people who have succeeded already had her. Wait, I think we just missed one that didn't have her. Or maybe not. I do think Kikyo is probably really good for this. Everyone's using Hoshino as well, so that's good. This one's almost budget. Almost. What can we do? I wonder. let me pause this and level up some students, and then we'll see if a budget version works. Okay, this is my plan. Actually, Momiji needs to be next to
先
Kikyo.
生も読んでみますか？私の大好きな本なんです。
Does that mean Hoshino needs to be on the edge? Well, we don't want Coconut getting targeted, so this is probably the right answer.
待機するのも地味に疲れるね。
Yeah, what you said. Let's try it. I don't think it's gonna work, but this is definitely gonna be better than the last try, for sure. I may have fucked up already.
なすべきはただ一つ。 大きな音を立てないでください。
Cowards.
次もこの調子で。 具合の悪い方から順番に。もうひどいです。そこ。 具合の悪い方から順番に。次もこの調子で。静かにしてください。手加減はいらない。全力でいく。あとはお任せ。次もこの調子で。加速です。 具合の悪い方から順番に。百花繚乱の力存分に味わうという。
Oh, she's dead. This Coconut won't move up.
静かにしてください。
Yeah. We still weren't doing enough damage. It may just be completely impossible without the Summer Hanukkah.
先生、チーパー姿
At
のチェ
any
リナ
rate,
ちゃんにはもう会い
what
ま
we
した。
can do
こんにちは先生。交流会のスケジュールをまとめておきました。
we can't do the challenges in a I think that's it. I think that's all we got.
お見事です。ここがレッドウィンターでしたら
I mean, the only things that we get from this, 4 more. Can we do 4 more? 1, 2, 3. 4. That would require us to do 1 of the challenges within the right amount of time. We can go ahead and do stage 10, 11, and 12 really quick.
大規模交流会はレッドウィンター事務局としても初の試みです。私もと
It's lights, so we just use explosives. Problem solved. Yeah, this will be easy. What all we had to do at 10, 11, and 12?
ここで何をしているのかって？両校の生徒が集結しご協力くださりありがとうございます。大規模交流会はレッドウィンター事務局としても初の試みです。
Same as before.
私もとっても楽しみです。 早く終わらせて。少しテンポを上げよいしょ。オッケー。楽しみ。お手伝いありがとうございます。これは募集したやつだから。さあ、次行こう。やる準備ならできてる。自由に鮮やかに。でもやりすぎないよう。フィナーレを遅れるわけにはいかないから。あとはお任せしますね。ありがとう。私のじゃないから誤解しないで。少しテンポを上げる。これからが本番。本物だ。でもやりすぎないように。魔法のトロッポ。生物確保。エレガンテ。
Mina kind of gross though.
無事に終わったね。先生、チーパー姿のチェリノちゃんにはもう会いました？私もとっても楽しみです。
And then heavies. That'll be easy. Maybe. Actually,
What AoE heavies do I piercings do I have? Take Mika, cheer now. We do have Hifumi. Do we take Kokona for insurance? Maybe? Maybe this? Sure. Maybe we should have taken Shun just because. Whoops. Actually, it's probably too late. Maybe it's not. That might have cost us. Cycle. That was supposed to kill, but okay, we got it. That means we need one more. Stage 2 or stage 3? Which one did we have the easiest time with? Right. I'm not sure we could do that one any faster. So what about this one? That's the clones, right. We can do this one faster. We can. We just have to RNG into it. Okay, so what was our team? They are lights, so that means we want explosive, so that means we want Hoshino for sure. We want Koharu for healing. AoE healing, we need that for the last part. We need Izuna for the targeting. Do we take Dress Hina for the extra damage? Who did we use last time? Did we use Shun? Shun would be good with the targeting. I'm not sure. Is Hina better or Shun? Because they are going to be medium enemies, which means we are going to be doing almost double damage. And her ult is cheaper, so we can cycle much faster. Maybe we should do that. And maybe this is the right choice. Especially since speed is going to be very important. What if we do it like this? I don't know. There's no way to get... Well, what if we do this? kind of sucks that Izuna's is off to the side and probably not going to get buffed, but we need our explosive damage leveled up. Maybe this is going to be good. It's you? That was not you. Reset. You? That is. Okay. Which one is it? Okay, so it's not you. It is not you. Reset. Which one was it last time? Was it the top one? I think it's you. Yep. Wait, where is she? There. Okay, you. Okay, so it's not you. Is it gonna be you? It is not. Reset. It's you. I'm going to assume it's this one right here. Maybe. Let's see. It is not. So that means... Is it you? It is not. Which one is it? Is it you? This one right here? It is. Okay. So we know who it is now. Actually, we're not sure which one yet. You. It's you? It's not you. Which one is it? This one right here?
No? You? No? I don't understand. Why is it changing? Okay, so it's not the first one. Is it this one right here? No. Is it you? It is. We may have saved it, just barely. There we go, found her. That's gotta be it, right? No? How fast are we supposed to do this?
Red Winter と仙外峡両校の威信をかけたこの交流会なんとしてでもこんにちは先生交流会のスケジュールをまとめておきました
I don't think we were even close. Oh, well, we tried, whatever. I mean... we just aren't leveled up, we aren't equipped. I don't think it's possible. Not for my account. Oh well, we covered a lot. It was a good event. All that's left is the farming. And I'll see you guys on the next one. So thank you for watching, and you guys have a nice night. Peace. Okay, I decided to give it one more shot off screen, and it worked. So, Hina was the answer. So that's how you fix that problem. The answer was Hina.
大規模交流会はレッドこんにちは先生
See? There we go.
交流会のお見事ですここがレッドウィンターでしたら勲章をご協力くださりありがとうございます
There. Now we are done. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a nice night. Peace.